Always good to see you, man. You look like you could jump in the octagon right now, Dana.
Let's not get crazy here. Thank you.
Let's talk about the fight. Before we get to your fights, the boxing match, Mayweather-Canelo, anything like Mayweather on the planet?
Yeah, I mean, not only just that fight, everybody involved in the promotion, the execution, the fight itself, everything about that thing was a home run. Home run. The only blemish that entire weekend was the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Only blemish. Other than that, I mean, I have to give props when props are due, and they are very due for that event. And then a lot of people want to talk about Floyd and say, the fight, wasn't as good. That's the way Floyd fights. Floyd is a boxer. That's what he does. Canelo fought his kind of fight and didn't come after him the way that he should have. And at Floyd's age and everything else, unbelievable job by Floyd Mayweather.
I know you're very happy you haven't had a situation in one of your fights where the scorecard had like a cross on it.
A situation. That's all we have. Every time we come to Nevada, it's nothing but situations. It took the Mayweather fight for people at a level that can make a difference to say, what the hell is wrong with the Nevada State Athletic Commission? This thing is broken. It needs to be fixed.
Well, it's good to hear it from you. I mean, so in other words, something happened in the past on some of your cards that you weren't very appreciative of.
All the time. John Jones is undefeated. Yet on his record, it says he has one loss because of an incompetent referee here in town who is continually put into fights like C.J. Ross.
Let's talk about John Jones and Gustafsson. A great fight. It was all it was built up to be and more. Will there be a rematch?
Lorenzo and I are actually getting together today. We're talking about what we think we want to do next. Obviously, I mean, the more I'm out and the more I talk to people, everybody wants to see the rematch. I was in Los Angeles on Sunday night, the Emmys and all the parties were going on. Everybody in LA that saw me walked up to me and said, oh my God, that fight was insane. Do the rematch. And the first thing you ask me right now is do the rematch. So we're probably going to do the rematch.
And that's the one thing about you. You do not hesitate to put the best in against the best. That's what people appreciate about the product of UFC.
Thank you. That fight was sick. It was unbelievable. Being there live that night, it was just... Sitting behind me was Lawrence Fishburne, a bunch of the guys from the Toronto Raptors, Dead Mouse, the DJ, and the list goes on and on. And in between rounds, when a round would end, everybody was going crazy, man. They were high-fiving. People were grabbing me and shaking me. It was one of the coolest events I've been a part of in the 13 years that I've been doing this. It was awesome.
And I got to pay props to the way you produce the whole production of a UFC fight card. One fight is over. Here comes the music. The lights go up. The DJ's booming. The next two opponents enter the cage. You guys know how to hit it out the park.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Now let's talk about UFC 166. It is the trilogy, the rubber match, De Soto's and Velasquez in Houston. Give us the lowdown on this one.
So, those of you that saw the fight, those of you that didn't, this is the way it went down. Cain Velasquez, heavyweight champion. First big fight on Fox. They fight. Junior Dos Santos comes out and knocks him out immediately and rains on my parade. We had 56 minutes of talking and 2 minutes of fighting on our first Fox debut. But we do the rematch, come back, and Cain Velasquez puts one of the most vicious beatings you've ever seen on Junior Dos Santos to regain the title. So going into this third fight, probably the best trilogy we've ever done. I don't know what the hell is going to happen. Nobody knows what's going to happen. That's what makes this fight so exciting. It's in Houston, Texas in October, and we put this thing on sale. Tickets sold out in like 2 hours.
Wow. Pay-per-view, you looking for a pretty good number there?
I hope so, yeah. I think we should do, now that the Mayweather $2.2 million for $75 will have been over for about a month, people will be able to reload and hopefully buy a pay-per-view again.
I like that, Dana. Hey, now, if they were ever to build an outdoor stadium here and really do it, I mean, until they dig, we won't believe it, would you consider putting a fight outdoors in a cage in Vegas?
If it has a roof on it, I will do it. If there's no roof, the weather scares me to death, and especially Las Vegas. Anybody who lives here in Las Vegas knows you can wake up in the morning and be like, damn, this is the most beautiful day I've ever seen. 45 minutes later, the wind's blowing 1,000 miles an hour, and you just don't know. And especially this summer, we had all the rain, and it just, I don't like it. I'll never go outdoors unless I'm in a place where it's a below 1% chance of anything bad happening.
Dana White, before you leave here, your Patriots A lot of pieces missing. What are your thoughts?
A lot of pieces missing, and we're 3-0. Okay. So all you haters out there that want to hate on us, we're still 3-0. I actually, to be honest, I'll talk all tough right now because they're 3-0. But yesterday, Sunday, I thought they were probably going to lose to the Bucks. They came out and they smashed them. We'll just see what happens when they play a really good team.
All right, a quick 30 seconds of perspective. Who has a better chance of winning the rings? Your Red Sox or your Patriots this year?
This year? Well, I don't want to count the Pats out. They're 3-0, but what's funny about that is, think about the Red Sox. The Red Sox were supposed to suck this year. That's what everybody talked about, and Toronto was supposed to be, this great team. Toronto's in dead last place. Red Sox were in first place. We're going to do it this year.
All right, Dana, always a pleasure, brother.
Thanks. You too.
Right.